So we're starting the top 10 inside linebackers with a pretty big veteran type player who's been consistent through many years, and it's Demario Davis. Demario Davis has shown us through the years that inside linebacker play of consistent, you know, motor running, trying to make sure you get the right play at the right time, the smart IQ of what he knows about the game. Like he is everything you want in a linebacker, and yeah, he's done tremendous job being in this league for so long. He was number 7 last year, so he drops 3 spots. Honestly, age is a little bit catching up with him in terms of stat wise, but he's still there. He's still a top 10 guy. And, we'll see what happens with him in the near future. Is he still going to continue to play, or is this going to be his last year in the NFL? But either way, he's been an all time great Saint, and, obviously his production really shows it. He's 36 years old, 14 years in the league, 1 year, $8.25 million contract for the Saints. Played 16 games, had 136 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 2 QB hits, 2 sacks, 1 interception, and 7 pass deflections. Yeah, he was, like I said, for a guy at 36 still doing it like this, it's tremendous, and you love to see his productivity continue to develop. And yeah, I'm excited to see what Demario Davis does this year. Number 9, we got TJ Edwards. Last year, he was honorable mention at the outside linebacker position. He definitely transitioned to inside, where he has succeeded. He's done a tremendous job in Chicago. He's been a very reliable asset for him, and him with Tremaine Edmonds has been a really good pairing. So overall, I really do like TJ Edwards and what he brings to the table. He's been doing that since he's been in Philly. He definitely, obviously, upped his game when he went to Chicago, and I definitely hope to see him continuously improve. He is a very entertaining type player, and he brings it, man. T.J. Edwards, 28 years old, 6 years in the league, 2 years, $20 million, 17 games played, 129 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 6 QB hits, 1 interception, 3 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, and 4 sacks. So he was all over the field. He does everything at a high level. And, when you have a stat sheet like that, that's, you know, a little bit of everything. That just shows the versatility that he has. And so TJ Edwards, special player, definitely deserving of being a top 10 guy now. Number 8. I think this is honestly a long time coming for him. I was very hesitant of having him on the list prior to this year because of him being a tackling machine. That's great, but there's more to inside linebacker play than just tackles. You got to do it at every single level, and you got to do it consistently for you to even make it on a list. And he has been consistently one of the best, if not the best, tackler in the game. So Zaire Franklin, very deserving of being here. Honorable mention last year, climbs to number 8 this year. Yeah, he's a great underrated linebacker for the Colts. Colts always definitely have someone that you might just not know about, but they're there and they are actively a playmaker. So Zaire Franklin, 29 years old, 7 years in the league, 3 years, $22.26 million. 17 games played, 173 tackles, which is insane. 11 tackles for loss, 4 QB hits, 3.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 6 pass deflections, and 5 forced fumbles. He was 17th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was a second team All Pro, a Pro Bowler, third in solo tackles, first in combined tackles, 173. Can't really beat that. And he was second in forced fumbles. Obviously, no playoffs because the Colts are the Colts. They are mid tier at best, just based on the roster they've had. The offense has not been as great as really the defensive side of the football. But will they get there? I think they can definitely get to that. Obviously, it's definitely an easier division than other divisions in the league. But the Colts, they got some playmakers, and Zaire Franklin is definitely one of them. Sticking with the players that were honorable mention last year, how about Frankie Louvu from honorable mention to number 7? He has been a great staple to this Commander team, a team that went all the way to the NFC Championship game. So yeah, him and Bobby Wagner have been awesome together, a great pairing, one of the best, if not the best duo in the National Football League. And again, with when you have a rookie QB, you're going to need to put him with supporting roles and cast. And Frankie Lou has been a tremendous leader. I think he's getting even better, not just because he was doing great things in Carolina, but the leadership of Bobby Wagner, I'm sure, has definitely affected him in a great way. And again, Frankie Louvu, all the time he's a playmaker. So Frankie Louvu, 28 years old, 7 years in the league, 2 years, $18.58 million, 17 games played, 99 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 14 QB hits, one interception, seven pass deflections, one forced fumble, two fumble recoveries with 8 sacks. In the playoffs, in the 3 games, he had 17 tackles. He had two tackles for loss, one QB hit, one sack, one fumble recovery. He was a second team All Pro. No shocker there. And yeah, I mean, he's going to continuously be productive. And I do believe that his impact in Washington will still be felt. And I'm really excited to see what he does with Bobby this year. Finish this out of part one. It's number 6, Zach Bond. Last year he was not even ranked. This year he leaps all the way to number 6, and it's honestly because, well, he's had a tremendous story, man. I mean, he went from outside linebacker trying to make it in New Orleans organization. Even prior to that, he was trying to make it. Didn't really have an exceptional role, and I think that definitely he was doubted in Philadelphia, as they do. They definitely see something in a player, and it's an underdog, and Philly has that mentality of underdog mentality, and they bring a guy in like a Zach Bond, and he immediately makes that impact because, well, he was always like that. Obviously, with the gifts of Vic Fangio's defense and what he's able to bring, he brought the best out of Zach, and he did everything super well. And I mean, there's no denying his season, and there's no denying that can he do it again? That's going to be a challenge that might test my countdown here, but he's just had such a great season that you just cannot put him anywhere near where he needs to be. I think he's right there on the edge of top 5, just not there yet because he needs to be consistent with it. Zach Bond, uh, 28 years old, 5 years in the league, 3 years, $51 million extension they got for him, which is a great signing for him. 16 games that he played, 151 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 5 QB hits, 3.5 sacks, one interception, 4 pass deflections, 5 forced fumbles, and one fumble recovery. In the playoffs, 4 games that he played, 33 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, one QB hit, 2 interceptions, 3 pass deflections, one forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries. He was 5th on Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was a Pro Bowler. He was a first team All Pro. He was also 3rd in solo tackles. He was 6th in combined tackles. He was 2nd in forced fumbles. And of course, to end it everything, he's a Super Bowl champion. So his impact was felt. And I think Philadelphia would not have been as deadly and as of a threat in the Super Bowl without a Zach Bond, man. He really did bring Philadelphia a championship in 1 year span. He's a big reason, man. He's a leader, he's a captain, he's been great. So, yeah, number 6 is a great place for him.